Untuk menjaga barangan berharga.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in Kuala Lumpur. It's a pretty uneventful week ahead, so I figured why not use this time to speak more on video. I want to get better at expressing myself and more comfortable in actually listening to my own voice. Honestly, listening to myself speak has always been a bit awkward. It's that weird feeling of, wait, is that really how I sound like? But I know the only way to get over it is just to keep doing it. So here I am, practicing, showing up, trying to get better one video at a time. So if you're listening, thank you very much. I really appreciate you being here. And if you're working on your goals, especially something that feels uncomfortable, I hope this encourages you to keep going too. I've been doing some reflections lately, and I've realized how much I've changed over the years. I remember when doing anything alone used to make me feel really uncomfortable. And honestly, it wasn't that long ago. Even eating alone used to scare me. Maybe it's because I grew up in a culture where being with others is the norm, where togetherness is expected and being alone feels strange. I used to think people were judging me for sitting by myself, but looking back now, I was just judging myself. I love having people around me, partly because I didn't know how to slow down. I couldn't sit with silence. I didn't know how to feel calm without external noise. But then I studied abroad, and suddenly I didn't have people around me all the time. I started doing things by myself at first because I had to, but then I began noticing others doing the same. I'd see people walking alone, eating alone, just being, and still look peaceful. It made me think, if they can do it, why not me? Don't get me wrong, I still love spending time with people. Family, friends, the ones who truly knows me. I treasure those connections more than anything. When I'm home, I take every chance I can to be around them. There's something so comforting about being surrounded by familiar voices, inside jokes, and shared memories. It's a different kind of peace. And honestly, many of my best memories with them revolves around food. There's just something about it. Food has this quiet power to bring people together. It's not really about what's on the plate. It's about the stories, the energy, the way we gather around it. Some of the best connections don't even happen during the meal. They come after, when everyone's full, relaxed, and no one's rushing to leave. We just sit there for hours, talking about anything and everything. Food is often just the beginning. It brings us together, sets the tone, creates a space, and then the real connections happens afterwards. We laugh, we vent, we celebrate, we reconnect. All through something as simple as sharing a meal. Food for me isn't just a necessity, it's a language. It's comfort, it's culture, it's connection. Whether it's a family dinner, a weekend brunch with family and friends, or just a quiet meal with someone special, it creates a space where we can slow down. We put away our phones, well, most of the time, and we just talk. We're present, and in a world that's constantly moving, constantly noisy, those moments feel rare and precious. I light up in those settings, I really do. Being surrounded by people, sharing good food, it fills me up with joy in a way nothing else can. For a long time, I thought I needed those memories all the time to fill me up. Like I always had to be surrounded by people to feel whole. But I've learned, especially after spending more time alone, is that I don't have to choose one over the other. I've learned to appreciate both solitude and company. I can spend an afternoon completely alone on my own, walking, thinking, and doing my own things, yet I feel incredibly grounded. Then I can spend the evening surrounded by laughter, noise, mess, and warmth and feel completely alive. It's not about escaping one to enjoy the other, it's about finding balance between the two. An important part of growing up is realizing I'm not defined by whether I'm alone or with people. I'm defined by how I show up in both spaces. Alone, I learn, I reflect, I recharge. With others, I connect, I give, I grow. One fuels the other. And food, of all things, sit right at the center of that. It's there in solitude, like when I treat myself to a quiet lunch. And it's there in celebration when the whole family gathers in the restaurant, voice overlapping, background noise buzzing, but still trying to speak to one another through the chaos. Those memory reminds me that I'm being part of something bigger. That love doesn't always need to be said. It can be shared, served, offered in the form of a favorite dish or a seat at the table. So I've grown to find comfort in silence and joy in solitude. I'll never stop cherishing the people I come home to. The ones who know my appetite, who laughs with their mouth full. That's the kind of connection I live for. And I think at the end of the day, growing up isn't about choosing one lifestyle over the other. It's about holding space for both. You know what? The more I reflect, the more I realize how much of life is about learning, and that it's okay to go through changes. A few years ago, I never thought I'd be this comfortable being alone. I never imagined I'd find peace in silence or feel grounded in stillness. But here I am, figuring out. I used to be so afraid of being alone. I thought maybe choosing solitude meant losing the part of me that loves people. But it turns out I still light up when I'm surrounded by people I care about. I still find so much joy in shared meals, late night talks, and laughter that fills the whole room. It's funny how life isn't really about choosing one or the other. It's about learning how to hold both. To be your own source of comfort and let others in, to enjoy your own company and still crave connection, to grow on your own and still grow with others. I think the magic really happens somewhere in between. In the quiet mornings where you're just sitting in peace, no distractions, and in the crowded restaurants where everyone's talking over each other, but somehow still listening. In the rhythm of life, the back and forth between stillness and movement, between being alone and being surrounded, that's what I've been learning to embrace lately. Not chasing after some big or dramatic changes, just trying to become a little more myself every day. So if you're on your own journey right now, figuring things out, learning to hold space for both solitude and connection, I hope that you know that you're doing just fine. Growth doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it's soft. Sometimes it's just you showing up for yourself, one moment at a time. Thanks for listening. If this resonates with you, leave a comment and share your encouragement. I love to hear how you're growing too.